Test, test, test. Cool. Why am I damaged? Where? I have no idea. I've literally logged into this world and immediately paused it again. So I could fiddle with stuff. I think it's been sat here for like 20 minutes. I don't actually remember what I was doing in those 20 minutes. Yeah. It's probably bad I don't remember what's going on. I clearly haven't finished doing that. I know I was doing this last night before I went to bed. I don't know why I didn't just finish this before I went to bed. I mean, I say go bed, it's more I went and sat, well not sat, laid in bed and just played Pokemon on my Switch for a bit. It was like 2 hours of shiny hunting for Alpha Tyrant again. That's my pre-sleep activity at the moment. I'm on 7 shiny tyrants currently. It's meant to be a 1 in 5, so I'm definitely over odds, which to be honest is not at all surprising. But nonetheless, it is truly happening. So obviously the best case scenario would be getting it like early when I start. I say early, like quickly once I actually start again next. That way, is that a good thing? No, that is a good thing, so I can go do another big scan, and then I can maybe get a legendary finally. Then it would just be putting in a load of effort to try to get one of the good sandwiches for one of those. Because reasonably, I'd only need a level 3 sandwich. Granted, it's it would either be a psychic or a dragon one. Because I'm only interested in the lattes. I don't really. Just there's a leaf missing there. I'm not super interested in going for the Swords of Justice. That was their name. No, knowing my luck, I'll find all the Swords of Justice first, and then. Actually, no, no, that would be a good outcome. So no, I'd find all the I'd find both the lattes first. No, because that's also the good outcome. It's not really a bad outcome because either I get progress towards my Pokédex, or I get the shiny hunt. Neither of those are bad outcomes. So I don't really know how it's going to interact with each other. So that should be interesting when that happens. Where's the cobblestone in my inventory? Did I need the cobblestone? Oh, here. Is it here? Might be here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't need a... I do need a pickaxe. I don't need my bow. That was only my hotbar because there was a creeper on the tree at some point. I just need to get rid of it. Here's cobblestone. I needed leaves. Over here. I should probably take out these. One there, two there. Oh, one thing I need to do for this tree is probably put a giant glass platform in the sky to help protect from lightning, because I don't think lightning rods have a large enough radius to cover this entire thing. But then that also has a downside of it, not when it's raining, like no rain will actually show up. So I was debating, instead of putting a giant platform in the sky, having like kind of like blocks with lightning rods on them in the sky instead. So then it would still rain, but I would be protected from lightning. Just don't remember if that works. don't even remember what I was speaking about last time I was streaming. Oh, I'm out of leaves. Back down I go. To be honest, I could just literally speak about the exact same things again and nobody would notice. Thinking about it now, maybe this is the most enjoyable thing I could be doing. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I just had another one of those bloody bots. Yeah, my Streamlabs are just not updating the chat or anything like that, which is weird. And I might need to switch over to just to regular OBS at some point. Because I don't think that one has the same issue. Maybe. I have the Twitch dashboard open anyway, so I can see, but it's just a bit weird. I also need to move all these charge creepers away at some point. Be with the happy gas, I just don't know where I'm gonna put them yet is the problem. So I have the method, I just don't have a safe spot to put them. The place I've been storing a lot of the other mobs isn't gonna be appropriate just because I need to still do stuff over there. And I don't really want to deal with charge creepers at that spot. Might just be the case of putting them in the ocean. Because leaving them attached to the happy gas is not the solution, I can tell you that now. Because those happy gas do not stay still. I will be inviting disaster when they just decide to randomly drop a creeper on my head one day. There. So vote's been getting clogged a good bit recently. There to there. I do need to remember to just like clean up the cobblestone as I go, just to make it easier on myself. Getting close to be done with this layer. I don't actually know how much more of the tree needs to be built. My watch keeps digging into my skin, leaving marks, getting kind of annoying. I need to do something about it at some point. Once I'm done with this layer, I'll turn on the whole schematic just to have a look how much more actually needs doing. Though based on the fact that I think I'm on like the second shulker box of leaves maybe, it's still going to be a lot. I go around and just make sure the logs have some form of carpet placed on them. I mean, it's not really going to matter if like a bloody zombie or something spawns in one of these holes, so I don't think they can get out anyway. Well, they can't get out, and it's not like they'll be able to see me. It's more just I like having that little bit of moss on them. I think it looks nice. I don't particularly care about what anyone else thinks about because it's not their world. I'm gonna be the one looking at this, so if I think it looks nice, that's all that really matters. Cool. Nope, that's the wrong button. That's this one. If I just go all about. over here. Okay, yeah, I have a good chunk still. I need food. Right. Not too bad though. Single layer, one up. I do actually need to grab out my food real quick. Okay, that's good. I could probably throw in carpets. Keep extending this one out actually. God, I can still taste the grease from my leftover pizza. But it was a nice pizza though. I mean, it was only Pizza Hut. It's not like it was like a super duper fresh pizza or anything like that. It was just reheated in the microwave for a minute. It's another branch. I've been having a problem for the last 12 months, 6 to 12 months we'll say. I don't remember how long it's actually been. Whenever I get a notification, I always end up hoping it's just someone trying to speak to me. And it never is. Like I want to say like 90% of my Discord pings are just from everyone's. It's kind of disappointing. Like, I think like 80% of those pings comes from one server. But if I turn them off, then it kind of defeats the purpose of me being in that server. If that makes any sense? Probably doesn't. So it's like a weird problem where like my normal solution doesn't work. So I don't really know what to do about it. Because there have been times that the things have actually been useful and that's allowed me to go and get stuff that I wanted without having to like manually check myself every single day or like every couple of hours. Might be further through than I thought actually. I put the... Okay, for this one it said only like half a shulker box. I just kept... I needed more of these alien leaves anyway, so I just kept gathering the flowering ones while I was there. With the idea that if I need them in the future, at least I have them. Probably won't be enough if I need them in the future, but it's a start. I don't know if it does do this, but one thing I do wish that Schematica had was the ability to see like how much more you need to place. I haven't even done that. Just because then I could at least see like how far through I am with the builds I'm working on, instead of just having to like eyeball it and guess. Again, it could probably already do this and I just don't know about it. I doubt anyone is listening, and if anyone is listening, I doubt anyone knows how to use Schematica here anyway. Well, I say use Schematica, it's easy to use Schematica, but like know if that's actually a thing or not. I mean, like, yes, I could just Google it and find out, but I'm too lazy. It's not that big of a deal in reality. Just be like a nice little thing. Have like a nice little progress bar in the bottom corner or something. There's a flowering one that goes there. Place a cobble there. That gives me access to all of that. Oh, blah blah blah. Yeah, sometimes when I get phlegm stuck in my throat, like, causes like a slight growl to come out. It's really weird. I don't like it. Well, I do like it if I need it for something, but I never need it. It's probably just from why I'm forcing my voice too much recently. I say recently, it was mostly Thursday. Was that when I streamed? Yeah, it was Thursday I streamed. Ow. Because yeah, I didn't really do much talking yesterday, to be honest. But it's not really like I had anyone to talk to most of the time anyway, so don't really need to use my voice all that much. I was either building the tree or sat in a hole doodling. Actually, if I start from this way, because then I can at least use this as a starter. So that lets me hit that one. Build out this little bit. So he doesn't help with that one, but well, you can't win them all. Is that everything? Yes it is. Still the wrong button. Up one more layer. I think I know what part of the tree this is, so I don't actually want to be filling shit with cobblestone anymore. Just grab those. Grab a couple of extra stacks of leaves and one more thing of cobble. There we go. That probably is the only one I need to actually fill. All of this is wood. There we go. Cool. Those two there, and then we can start with this. I could probably put my mason trident away, to be honest. That would at least give me a little bit more inventory. I don't really need the shears at this point either. Where's that? I have a pretty sure I have a box in here. Yeah, there we go. Put you away. Oh, okay, cool. I just had a load of oak logs there. Neat. Oh, I'm gonna forget about those again in the future. But also, I think that's probably for the best. I'm pretty sure that's meant for emergencies, not for me building giant trees. Granted, I don't really know what an emergency that would require an entire shockbox of logs would be. I mean, I would assume maybe if I need like a crafting table to do something. Because I have spare tools. Yeah, I really don't know what an emergency would be. I guess if I need sticks or something. I don't know, it'll come in handy one day. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't believe I would need it at some point. There's one thing I know I can rely on in this world, it's my ability to see the future. You know, the very real ability that people have. It's not just having really good pattern recognition. Totally not. It's funnier if I just say it's future sight, or predictive calculations, or whatever the fuck I want to call it in that particular moment. It's not like anyone pays attention to what I'm saying most of the time. I could say the most incoherent shit and people would just think I'm talking about something normal. And not along. One there, one there, one there. Should probably finish this little section here. If I do that. There we go. That's enough, a little bit dealt with, almost. Go. Just realised I could probably go around and start doing this as well. we go. Perfect. I think I'm nearly out of food. Oh no, no I'm not. I'll shut up. That's plenty on me anyway. I really do need to unsubscribe a load of these like newsletter type email things that I keep getting. Like, I don't care about your 50% off last minute deals. Like, why are you emailing me about them? Go away. I only signed up because I only gave you my email because I needed to get like, order confirmation off you one time, which you then cancelled like 2 hours later. I'm not naming names here. Because I just had to go to the other store in the city for that place. It's not technically the same store, it's the same company, it's not the same store name. But they sell the same items in there. It's weird, I don't get it. Just call them the same thing at that point. I guess because one has an Iceland inside, the other doesn't. But then there's still standalone Icelands, so who fucking knows? Definitely do need to start being careful, because mobs will just start spawning on top of the tree, which is a pain in the ass to deal with. I mean, yeah, I've just been doing... doing this now? Just been leaving cobblestone all over the place up here to clean that up. Been thinking a lot about like communities recently, and like whether I should actually like try joining any. And honestly, I just don't see the benefit. Like, whenever you hear about them, it's just something to do with drama, and it just sounds so exhausting. It's just like, why would you bother at that point? I don't really see what I would gain from being in any form of community. There's a lot more to lose than there is to gain, is the problem. Because, like, sure, I could join a Pokemon Discord and try to, like, shiny hunt with people in there, but there's always, like, people arguing, and, like, it's just all so childish. So it's just, I just can't be bothered. It seems like such a waste of my energy. I prefer just to remain unaffiliated. And do my own thing. Because as well, there's always like taboos on like who you are and not allowed to speak to and stuff like that. I just don't really care for that. I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. It also means I could be a pain in the ass whenever the fuck I feel like. There's never a worry about like people going to like whatever communities or groups I'm in. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's an asshole. It's like, means I can do whatever the fuck I want without consequences. Like, I'm in like a good number of Discords that have one of those like server tags. Like, I don't know why you would want to put one of those on, to be honest. It was just a really weird feature they added. This is why I've been thinking about it a lot. But like about like communities in the WoW. It's just, why would they? What's the point of adding that? Granted, you can say that about like 90% of what Discord adds these days. Like that, because like the favorite friends thing. Like, why? I think I turned it off, to be honest. Was it mutual friends or something like that? I don't remember what it was. Well, I think I have my Discord set up so if like people clip Discord calls using Discord, it doesn't include me, apparently. Which I think is just really funny. I don't know if people know you can do that. So if someone tries at some point, they're just not gonna grab me or get me in it, and it's just really funny. At some point that is gonna come back. And I probably would have forgotten about it by that point. swear Discord will do anything but increase the size of images and that you're able to upload. Which, in all honesty, is really bloody annoying. Mainly 'cause I have like a private group chat of just me, where I use it to transfer files between devices quite often. So when I hit that like cap, 'cause I hit it quite often. Like even like basic screenshots from my phone are like too big somehow. One day they'll figure out what everyone actually wants. I think they do have an increased file size, it's just locked behind Nitro, and I'm not doing that. I'm not giving them money. Also, I might have to give them my ID to activate Nitro, and I'm not doing that either, to be honest. I think it's an incredibly stupid idea to give any company your ID, but I'll not be going into that. Pretty sure I've already gone over it, talked about it on other times on stream, but I feel like I really shouldn't have to say much of why it's a bad idea. And this is coming from the guy who thought it would be a good idea to build a giant tree for fun. Or keep wardens as pets. I'm not known for my good ideas. Granted, I do occasionally have really good ideas. I think the peak of that is not playing Dead by Daylight. And I will leave that there. Although I am very much the type of person to throw stones when I'm sat in a glass house, considering I play Genshin Impact. So, you know. To be honest, I'm quite happy with the amount of progress I've been able to get on this tree the last few days. Ideally, I want to finish it before... I want to get it finished by the 23rd. I think realistically I could get this done probably today, if not early tomorrow, and then move on to the next step, which is also the final step, before anyone asks, which is literally just decorating, like making it look nice and all that. That shouldn't actually be too hard depending on how I need to do it. And I only say that because there's like one of two ways I could go about it. And one of those ways involves a lot of elytras. Which would be very funny, because Jesus Christ, that would be an expensive decoration. But on the other hand, Jesus Christ, I'm going to go like a major end busting like adventure, which also does sound quite fun. I haven't gone end busting in a while, to be completely transparent on that idea. But it's literally just depending on how something else looks. So the alternative is also still a little bit grindy, because I just don't think I have those resources right now. But it will probably take all of 30 minutes to gather everything I would need. Whereas the elytra idea could be like a few hours, like half a day. But would also be quite funny, because it would just be like a over-the-top flex on people. Granted, no one else is really ever going to see this, like why the fuck would I need to flex? But it would be really funny. Because yeah, like who the fuck would care if I'm using elytras as decorations, other than me? But it would be really funny. There go. 2 more branches for this layer, then it's on to the next. I could do both the elytra and non-elytra idea, just have like one of what I want to make using the elytra, and then the others are just the more sensible idea. That way I can have both cakes, instead of having to pick between like the vanilla and chocolate. I can just have both. That would probably be the better idea. I mean, to be honest, it's not like there's anyone here to stop me. Or try to speak any form of sense in. So, who really cares what I end up doing? There we go. That's another layer done. Just one final double check over things. And I've fallen down. Oh. Did I ever deactivate? No, I didn't deactivate my watch. That's just been going for almost 3 hours. What's the daisies? Huh. Up to Hardy and back's almost the same as my normal walk. Neat. That's pretty nice. I don't know how many people care. Granted, I don't care. I'm saying this anyway. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh video earlier. It was either like yesterday or today. I don't actually know when it happened. I've just been seeing it today. So I'm saying today because that's when I found out. So if anyone wants to correct me, you can shut the fuck up already. But they're doing like full art cards now. Things like outbreak cards. I don't remember what they were calling them. It was like similar to like the illustration rares for Pokemon. But like the majority of the card is now artwork, and it still has like all the effects and that, so you can still use it in play. And oh my god, I am so excited! Like, unironically, I'm not like taking the piss. I am so excited for that. I will probably be aiming to get a hold of them myself. Or at least certain ones. Probably the Odd Eyes one. Probably the Blue Eyes. Granted, that is going to be major expensive. Like, I want to say that the Blue Eyes and the Dark Magician are probably going to be 2 of the highest priced ones. So I'm not able to predict the future. I don't know which is actually going to be the highest priced ones. Like, I would not be surprised if those 2 are in like the top 5. Because I think there was 32 revealed. Because it was all the protagonists' ace monsters. Then like their main rivals, ace monsters. I know Super Polymerization had one. The Dark Dragoon fusion monster. I know they have one. Oh, there was someone else who I saw that was like, oh, that's a cool one. Not the one. Yeah. Basically, I can imagine the Blue Eyes is going to be expensive. Oh, Zark. That's one of the other ones I wanted. Zark's getting one. So, very excited about that. Oh, Crimson Dragon was another. Because that one has like all the Signer dragons. I don't remember the name of those dragons. Or that like collection of dragons. I don't care. I don't care about 5Ds. The only thing I care about 5Ds for is the Rose Dragon archetype. That's only because I think they look pretty. Not because I actually care for Akiza. I don't remember her name. I just know she used them. I don't actually know that much about them. I never bothered finishing 5Ds. I just found it too boring. Like, far too predictable. Like, Yusei gets into a duel. Yusei wins duel. I think the only time he took a loss was like to one of the guys using Earthbound Immortals. But it's like not classified as a loss because he fell off his bike, cancelling the duel. Pretty sure in Formula 1 if someone jumps out their car while it's moving, the race doesn't get cancelled, they just lose. I'm also not an expert on the rules of Formula 1, so who knows? Maybe the race does get cancelled and nobody wins. Also, I guess jumping out the car is a bit of an exaggeration. He crashes. He crashes his bike, so yeah. So like Formula 1 rules, like, yeah, no, you're just out. That's it. You lose. Good day, sir. So Yusei lost that duel, so he should have lost his soul, therefore ending the entire fucking series. But no, because bullshit, he doesn't. So the one time he loses, he doesn't actually lose. Because the show writers realise, oh no, he can't lose it. Because then we don't have a series anymore. So let's put in some stupid technicality where he doesn't lose. And I just find it really boring when the protagonist just always wins. So, probably move these two away so I can really see that they're empty, so I can just go straight for one of the ones with shit in them. Really, out of moss carpets? I don't think that's too big of an issue for the second. For anyone wondering why I'm using my pickaxe to destroy the leaves instead of using the weird shears, it's literally just so I have more control. Because the weird shears just instant mine it, so there's just a lot higher risk of it just like shredding through anything that is meant to be there if I make a misplace. Whereas the pickaxe is a lot slower, so it's a lot easier to control. Maybe people are wondering why I'm doing that already know this. I'm just explaining it for the sake of it. Who knows? I mean, hell, some people might be thinking, oh yeah, that's just common sense. But if you think common sense is common, then you do not have common sense yourself. That's the unfortunate reality of things in this day and age. The idiots outnumber the people who are able to put things together. The idiots outnumber the people with common sense by a significant amount these days. It's very alarming. How did I miss one over there? Honestly, something I'm surprised Mojang hasn't added is, I say added, like kind of removed, but added something else to replace it. It's the ability to strip logs with your axe. Oh my god, it's so annoying. You just accidentally strip a log because you have your axe out. Honestly, I really want them to remove that feature from the axe and like add like a new tool that does the same job. Like something like the shears. Or even just like add it, oh, I guess maybe not add it to it as an enchantment for an axe. So that could also just, that would probably just be more annoying to get. Ideally it would still be easily accessible. I don't know, maybe, can I even get back up from here? No. Rocket jump. Maybe I'm just fussing over nothing, but yeah, it annoys me, so I'm sure I'm not the only one who gets annoyed by it. Cool. Nope, still wrong button. Next layer. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not there. There. That's the center. Actually, how is it looking on the map? God, I'm very excited to have this done. What I'm planning on doing, you know, like anyone actually cares, but I'm probably gonna, like, cut that little bit out. So the river flows, cut that bit out, cut that bit. Then probably, oh no, because obviously I was gonna make the ink farm down there. Gonna fill in all that. I know that much. So yes, river doesn't actually go anywhere. Could probably just fill most of it in. And just have that as like a pond. But what I was thinking about is like maybe putting in like mountain, like another hill there. So like you approach from that way. So there's like a path that'll go through like this forest and go down from here to reach the tree. So there's going to be like a port probably here actually. I think that's more sense as a port because it's deeper. Probably build like a small port there for fun. But yeah, Like having like a connecting point through here, and like finally fixing up a lot of this terrain. So you can kind of see where I've like moved a lot of the flowers and grass, where it's all just like very white and flat. Like fixing up a load of these holes, like keeping probably most of like these little lakes and that. Then like cutting a path through there would be nice. Because I still also need to make a path up here. So I think that the split will be there, so it goes there, like a bridge up over, then connects to where the moss farm is. Then I need to like fix the path here. Then I'm probably going to have a path going from there over to this. We do not speak of the villagers. And then probably like a long path that goes along there. Maybe having it split off in the snow, and then you carry on through there, reach this village. I might redo this village so it looks a bit nicer. Probably go up and around. Then through the plains, through here. Probably remove that village in its entirety, because to be honest, it's fucked. There's also like no villagers left. No, there's two. That just needed for the raid. Then it'll connect onto here. Yeah, kind of get an idea what I'm doing over here. Just so then like everything's somewhat connected, which would be nice. Start like bringing the world a bit more together. Granted, obviously this or that or that aren't going to be connected. Yeah, my amethyst farm is down there. Garrett up terracotta from there at one point. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably talk more about it on New Year's Eve because I'm debating about streaming it. At least streaming like a small celebration type thing. I don't know yet, to be completely honest. I mean, whether I stream it or not, I don't know, but what I'm planning on doing is having like a little time capsule type thing that might become like a yearly tradition, but I mean, this tree is going to play a part in that. Like each year I'll like write out a book with like a load of goals I want to hit, bury it, and then a year later I'll come back, see how much I actually accomplished that I wanted to, and then obviously put in new goals into a new book. I think that would be a nice little thing. I mean, I might just make it like a 20-minute stream, to be completely honest. It's not like it's going to be very long. I'd much rather do it live than just like pre-record it or anything like that and just shove it up on YouTube. I mean, obviously it will be put up on YouTube because like everything think I stream on YouTube. Which is a segue into make sure you don't actually bother go looking for the VOD channel. Nobody gives a shit. Just it's more for me. If you're interested, there is a VOD channel. It's very easy to find. Just look up the Flaming Icicle VODs, and you'll probably find it. If you don't care, don't bother. If you do care, feel free to go out your way and do that. Oh, it leaves again. God, I burn through them quickly. That's more. Yeah, so I don't really know what I want to accomplish next year. I think that's going to be probably the biggest challenge, like coming up with something I want to do. Oh, that wasn't what I was meant to break it with. Oops, daisies. Oh dear. Oh well, what can you do? part of the problem is I don't even know what people would normally put down as like a New Year's resolution goal. Like, I'm not motivated by the same thing as like a lot of people. So so it's not like I'd be just aiming for like what other people are aiming for, but like even like trying to brainstorm, normally I like having a starting place. So I will use like other people's examples as a starting place in order to like build off in the right direction. Yeah, I don't even know what a normal New Year's resolution would be. Cause I know like lose weight is one, but I've already done that and I'll be working on that anyway. So it kind of seems silly to have a goal that I'm already accomplished as a New Year's resolution, cause it just seems kind of shallow, like, oh yeah, I'll go on vacation if I remember to breathe for the next 15 minutes. Like, you're gonna do that anyway, so why are you rewarding yourself for that? From my understanding, that New Year's resolutions are meant to be like doing stuff you wouldn't normally do, or like but normally if I have a goal, I will just do it. Like even like the idea of waiting for New Year's so I can have it as a New Year, like a goal as a New Year's resolution seems silly. It's like why would I put it off for like a month when I could just get started now? And if it's like losing weight, I'd be done sooner if I start now. So why would you wait? Just do it. The words of a very angry man who may or may not be an actual cannibal living in the forest with a lot of bear traps around his house. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Obviously I'm joking when I say he's a cannibal living in the forest. That's, if you don't know what I'm referencing, then don't worry about it. I did do a D&D session one time where like it was entirely revolved around that one music video, which was just very stupid. I might bring that back. I might try to remake that. But then just do it with like a different group. So I think that was like one of the best received sessions I've ever done, simply because it was a massive joke, and no one was taking, like not even me, like no one was taking it seriously. So we're all just having a good bit of fun with it. I kind of want to do something like that again, where it is just silly. Like like regular D&D rules still apply, but like you can just have some fun with it. If you want to crack a stupid joke, it's not gonna like ruin the vibe. Like, outside of just rehashing the same idea, don't have any other good ideas. Oh no, actually no, I've just had one, like a pantomime themed one. But it's just like a little like the pantomime like tropes and that. That's a D&D session. So when like NPCs like just randomly be appearing and like doing bits and like skits and that. I like will ask like players to like one of the Pantomime characters I always remember is Nurse Nelly, because it was like an Anton deck, that did not take away. They were like fucking reversed Stephen Mulhern one time. Like, in like the Haunted Woods, like Nurse Nelly comes out, you have to like yell out "Hello, Nurse Nelly," otherwise she gets angry. Just some dumb shit like that, where it is just like you do not need to be taking this seriously. Have some fun, make stupid jokes. I'm probably going to be more lenient on the rules because I'm not expecting anyone to take it seriously. And if you want to like go all in with just like stupid shit, as long as like rule of course can apply to it, probably just gonna let it happen. Especially if it would be like if it would just add to the session, I'm not gonna say no. Like, don't even know who I could rope into doing something like that with me, to be honest. I'm talking about players, not someone DMing. I'll probably have to DM it, which is a shame because I actually somewhat prefer playing D&D than having to DM it, but you know, there's no one else to take my place, so I guess I'll do it myself. I often find if you want something done right, you must do it yourself. Which is why I'm not a fan of group work. But that is a story for another day. Oh god, yeah, because you could easily frame like a D&D pantomime session as like a just like a fetch quest, but it's like the Golden Goose or something, because it's always based on fairy tales. So like there's going to be easy ones to do, or easier ones. Because like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, or like Sleeping Beauty would be hard. But like yeah, like Jack and the Beanstalk would probably be a good one to do, because that's relatively simple in concept. Aladdin would probably be another difficult one, just because hard to like substitute Aladdin for like a group of players, whereas like Golden Goose and like the players are hard, like it's been stolen and the players are hard to go get it back, or pantomime hijinks ensue. Hold on, the pantomime type session. I'll see if there's like a pre-written thing someone's done. No, there isn't. That'd be too easy. That just sounds like I'm gonna have to do all the work. I was hoping that'd just be a pre-written thing or something someone's made and I could just use that. Because I am lazy. It's not that I'm lazy, it's just more efficient. And also I can make changes as I need to anyway. It'll probably be a one-shot, but maybe I should... I'm still in that D&D stuff. I could probably send a message to other people who've DM'd to see if they know anything. That might be a helpful starting point. Yeah, I'm thinking about all this. I'd probably have to go to a pantomime just to double check what they're like, because I haven't been to one in years. But I also don't want to go to a pantomime, weirdly enough. Which, to be honest, I think makes the entire bit better if I've just not been to a pantomime in years, and I'm trying to redo a pantomime. That just sounds like a really stupid bit. Hold on. Where's my phone? There's my phone. Where is it? Yeah, chat. I should probably send that message. It's now just sat there on my phone. For fuck's sake, why do I do? I really don't like sending messages. That's what's funny. And go. I'll send it after this layer's done. No, I won't. I'm lying to myself again. On there. Shit. double check I haven't left any logs uncarpeted. No, it's all looking good. All looking good. I ignore the fact I've just fallen in a hole. Move back over to the middle real quick. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish sending that message. Uh, so, uh, right, I've sent that. I need to go bathroom because the cheese on that pizza is messing with my stomach. Don't ask why I decided it was a good idea to have pizza if I know that my stomach goes funny with cheese. I never claimed I was smart. But I also just like pizza, so you know it's worth it. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. There we go, I'm back. My sister came in here and put one of my plushies in charge. She hasn't realised she's left her headphones in here. I'm not revealing that to her, because I think it's funny that I now just have her headphones here. She's going to be looking for them later. Ugh. Oh, pardon me. Oh god. Well, I think my body is rejecting me again. That's fun. Sure, that's not going to have any consequences later. God. One thing I was debating about doing, I think it'll end up being more for me anyway, than what I'm gonna claim it's for. But I was thinking of doing like kind of like a world tour near to the end of the year. Well, I say in the next few days, and then have that uploaded to YouTube as like kind of a, hey, this is where my world is at. And then maybe, like, similar to like the time capsule idea I was speaking about earlier, have that as like a yearly recap type thing. So like, then like a year later I can obviously see where like the world's I'll know where the world's developed. Like it'll be like a nice recap type thing. Don't know if anyone who is not listening has any thoughts on that. I don't know why I'm even asking that, to be completely honest. I can engagement bait all I like. But if there's no one to engage, is it really gonna work? It's like I said the other day. Did I say this the other day? I might have said this the other day. If a tree falls in a forest and there's no one around to hear it, does it ever make a sound? If Flaming asks a question and no one's around to hear it, did he really even say anything? The answer is probably not. I'm gonna ask this. I already know nobody's gonna respond. But do you think it would make for a good stream if it's literally just a chatting stream and I'm just sat here sorting out my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just talking like an hour or two? Because I was thinking about it the other day. Like, realistically, it's not going to be anything substantial. It's literally just going to be me speaking about random shit or talking out the card I'm holding or something. Or that, like, you can't see them or anything. It's just going to be me chatting shit. But granted, that's what I do on stream anyway. I just chat shit. So it's not like it's going to really change anything. Oh, actually, no, I can put something on. I'll just put on Plastic Duck Simulator. There you go. Content. Yeah, I mean, 'cause realistically, all I'd be doing otherwise is putting on like some anime while doing it, or I'll just be sat here quietly doing it. So, if I do stream it, nothing changes. If I don't stream it, nothing changes. I just don't know if anyone would care. I mean, it's quite obvious no one cares that I'm playing Minecraft right now, considering there's nobody fucking here, but you know, I'm doing it anyway. Does it really matter if anyone cares? I will admit it does make streaming slightly harder when there's no one to speak to, because I'm just talking to myself. Which, to be honest, is what I just do anyway, which is why I can do this for multiple hours. It's not like my sanity actually takes a hit, because this is my everyday. I'll grab an extra sack of that just to be sure. There's the oak wood. I don't think I actually need that, but you know. Now I won't bother grabbing extra. Whee! Fuck. Well, that's one thing I was debating about doing as well is... So I've been learning how to play the lyre harp. So I feel like practicing that on stream could be a bit of fun. Also, I'm going to be playing just straight up copyrighted music the entire time. Or covers of copyrighted music would probably fall under. So it'd probably be like an archive stream, which I don't like the idea of anyway. Or it's just going to be heavily copyrighted on YouTube, which, to be completely honest, I don't give a shit about. I don't make money off YouTube anyway, so... Oh no, I don't make money off this VOD. In comparison to, you know, the other VODs where I also don't make any money for posting them. I'm doing it for the love of the game, you motherfucker. Yeah, one thing I was thinking about, it was like, it would be nice to have people to stream with. Probably make these streams a lot less boring. From like a viewing perspective, because it's just me talking to myself about random shit. For like multiple hours at a time. Or just not saying anything because I can't think of what to say, so I just immediately go quiet again. But like, would having like another person make this a better viewing experience? I don't know, and it's not like I can really bother anyone. So then they've got to like spend like a few hours just not doing anything, just chatting here with me, and they probably could be doing something more productive with their time. Is that really fair on them? Like, I don't want my content, like, linked to someone else. You kind of get what I'm saying? It's like, it's why I mostly do, like, solo stuff. Like, I won't involve other people. I don't want to get to that position where it's like, oh, people only watch my content because this person's here. Because then it's not fair to the other person. Kind of. Because then it either means they're like forced to be here when I'm streaming, even if they're busy. Otherwise, my channel will suffer. Or if there's like some form of disagreement, it could just kill the channel. Which is why a lot of like major group channels end up failing, because like creative differences and all that. And I'd like being in control of the creative direction of my own channel and my own stuff, to be honest. It's like having like other people linked to what I'm doing it's kind of counterproductive to what I'm doing. If that makes any form of sense. I also just enjoy being able to do this by myself. For the most part. I'm not exactly an easy person to get along with anyway, so... Next one. So if I say there is the base for the moss. Just quickly go and place a load in. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fully replenish it. How did you? Well, I guess you were only on the mountain, but like, Jesus, you've walked a long way, sir. Can I? No, I cannot. I was gonna try to like MLG clutch onto him, but yeah, no, I was just far too. I was miles off. Grab that. Then we will head back up to the center, like that. I get the ring done first. I mean, I do hope people enjoy it when I stream. Or like that. But yeah, obviously the fact there's no one here probably tells me that no one really cares. Or I'm just far too inconsistent so people can't ever fucking watch anyway, so you know, it could just be my own fault. Well, it is just my own fault. me just switch to first person. Yeah, looks like most of it. I need to double check the center. Yeah, well, there might be something missing in the center. No, I'm just gonna have to do that. Benefits of really strong armor. I can just do stupid shit like that with no consequences. Where's the part where I'd started on it? There. There is a reason I haven't gone all the way with the carpets in the centre. I'll hopefully be able to I'll hopefully be able to fill that in. Or fill in the gap on what the fuck I'm doing over there. This stream, if not, it'll be filled in by next time I stream. If I stream this again before using it. Part of me wants to just say fuck it next year and just run a pre-written D&D campaign. I mean, I already know which one I want to do. I'm just not saying it out loud. Why am I pretending like people are watching? I want to run Curse of Strahd. Unfortunately, there's like 3 or 4 people in the D&D server I'm in that just blatantly like metagame the shit out of everything. So I'm probably not going to be able to run it completely as written. So I'm probably going to have to make adjustments. Like very subtle adjustments. No, it's just a friend suggestion from Facebook, of course. Fuck you, Facebook. I was hoping of someone responding with something, but no. Oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, so I'll probably have to make like small adjustments and maybe like have the actual solutions to puzzles be like a incorrect answer that like deals a little bit of damage. And then hopefully condition them into just not cheating and actually having to solve the puzzles. Yes, I am completely willing to use psychology that I've been forced to learn for a game design degree. I'm not joking. In order to stop people from metagaming my D&D session, that it may not even happen. I'm sure there's some people out there who probably just do not agree with planning on my idea to just not let people metagame to solve the puzzles and actually make them solve the puzzles. But like, if you're there, I just think it's a bit. I just know I can't trust them. And I could just say, like, yeah, those people can't join, but then I think it's just funnier if I just use them as a punching bag and if they start cheating or causing problems, because one of them's just a pain in the ass to deal with, like on purpose. One of them's a pain in the ass to deal with because they are so unbelievably stupid. Actually, that's two of them. So like, yeah. I think letting everyone join, but making a point of like, if you're gonna be a pain in the ass, like actively try to cause me problems every session, like I will favour the non-problem players and give them more generous rewards. And like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be playing favourites, but it's literally just going to be based off of how many times this session, like in the last 2 sessions, have you been shocked by the don't metagame damage? I probably won't reveal what campaign it is directly in any of like the messages organising it. I probably won't even mention it's a pre-written. I will probably just mention I am working on something, and then they'll hopefully just assume that it means I'm doing like a homebrew campaign. So then they won't like try to do like some stupid build that like breaks the entire game. Because one of the two the pain in the ass on purpose will just try to power build everything, and then will just be an asshole to everyone constantly, and he's just no fun to play with. I mean, I'm also just not above removing people from the campaign if needed. I know there's like those 44 rules floating around like a year ago. A lot of them sounds like something I would write. Probably a bit harsher than I would write it, but like it would be like a similar thing. Like, yeah, I don't care about what you did in another campaign. Please don't go on about it for 20 minutes. Yes, that has actually happened. And like, if I've made a ruling on something, don't keep arguing it with me while we're in the session. If you really need to argue it with me, please just do it after the session or the day after or at some other point. Just let the session flow. I think that the way they wrote it in there, like 44 rules, is like, I'm always like, fuck off. If you don't like my ruling, you can fuck off. I'm never going to get all the rulings right. I'm not stupid enough to believe that. Like, there are certain rulings that I will make that I'm sure not everyone will agree with. And if people want to have a discussion about it afterwards, they are more than welcome to. Because hell, there's a good chance they might be right. But yeah, I know one of them is just going to argue pretty much everything with me. So, pretty sure they did last time. Or like, they tried to argue at one point, like, because I didn't make a deception check, I'm not allowed to lie to anyone. Which I don't think is how that works, but you know. They just didn't want anyone else to have fun, to be honest. They wanted to have all the fun, they just didn't want anyone else doing anything. They're just an asshole, to be honest. Which is why I'm happy I don't deal with them very often these days. I wouldn't be surprised if that person joined my campaign with the entire purpose of just being a pain in the ass. But then I feel like if they did that, because they can't help but bragging about everything, they're going to end up revealing that to one of the other people who also have DM'd in that server, and that I'll probably find out through that anyway, or it'll just be very blatantly obvious. That might just be enough to convince someone to kick them from the entire server, which would be very funny, to be honest. I quite enjoy just letting people... I won't intervene in other people's actions a lot of the time, and I especially won't intervene if their actions are gonna have like massive consequences that are just gonna be amusing to me anyway. Like I'm not gonna stop someone from making like 20 enemies in a server and being shocked when they find out no one likes them in that server. I'm not going to intervene, it's not my place. They have even less social awareness than me. It doesn't sound like a me problem, that sounds like a them problem. Why the fuck is there stairs in there? There's multiple mobs in my tree. How are there multiple mobs in my tree? What the fuck? Did they spawn down there? Who knows? I guess if anyone who knows is wondering who I'm talking about, the names of the people one of the names of the people I'm talking about is 7 letters long, and the other one who would probably be a problem is 5 letters. I'm sure that's narrowed it down. I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure most people who know what I'm talking about are A, not here, and would also just be able to immediately know who I'm talking about based on what I've said, so... I'll probably also just say in the, like, no homebrew, just to keep it simple for myself. I don't think that's an unreasonable thing. Like, if I need like a particular spell for like a moment or to like change how a puzzle works or something, I'll use that. But like, I think it's very hard to DM without using a little bit of your own homebrew to solve problems. And it's not like I'll be going full rules as written either, just because I just don't care for that. Like shit like find traps, I'll definitely be doing other rules things than what's written, because I'm not completely insane. But like... But I'll probably also have like shard and like kind of like the artifacts that you can find in set locations to help keep it simple, and I'll use them. I'll probably change the so you have like a kind of like a fortune reading done during the campaign, and that reveals hints towards the locations. You're still mostly just hoping you come across them. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably have them in preset locations and then change the hints so you can some people can't just go and look up what the hints is. So they'll still be in the same like general location, but probably like where they actually were is now trapped. And but if someone just goes straight for that location, then it will be trapped. If not, I will just, if it's like clearly if it's clear that they're not cheating, or like metagaming it, and are just interested in like this random pile of treasure that's on the floor. So there is like one person who is just an absolute loot goblin who will just try to take everything for themselves. And so yeah, that one's also probably going to be one to have to watch out for. I think one of the items, whoever has it, prioritize his attacks on them, which, to be honest, with that person always playing wizard, if they had that item by accident, that would be really funny. Because it would probably just look like I'm targeting them for no reason if they don't know what that item does. But I can imagine also one of the meta gamers are going to tell them, which is part of the problem, because that means I can't have any like funny surprises with just what's in naturally. So there's just always the risk of, oh yeah, one of the meta gamers is just going to spoil everything anyway, assuming they're there. So I don't know, depending on how it'll probably be done more just off gut feeling. But yeah. Oh my god. I need more leaves. Go, 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 go. Gonna grab a bit more of that and some more cobblestone. Just while I'm down here. I really want to do a movie night at some point as well. Like, just want to sit down and watch a movie with some people. Oh, sounds fun, to be honest. Well, I think I've heard about other people doing movie nights. They always sound relatively enjoyable. It's just, I don't really have anyone to watch a movie with. And also, I can't imagine the movies I want to watch most other people would want to watch anyway. That's not me overthinking or worrying. No, I know that already. Because I have actually... There was a point where I think I spent like 4 days, like 4 evenings in a row, yeah, just in an empty VC screen sharing the DVDs of like a movie series, and like no one joined. It was just kind of upsetting. I tried not to let it bother me, but like, yeah, it did it did bother me. It's just I would never admit that it bothered me. You know, beyond the fact I've just admitted it bothered me, but you know, it doesn't count. Trees falling in the forest and all that. And I feel like if I bring it up to anyone as well, they're just gonna... Someone will like pity watch stuff with me, and it's just like, I don't want that either. I think that's like actively worse than just no one watching stuff with me. Oh, thank God my nose just went. I felt something coming out of my nose. I was just double checking the temperature and I was just letting my skin feel the temperature and oh, thank God it's cold. Normally if it's warm, then it's blood. But no, it's nothing I need to worry about. I haven't had a nosebleed, I think, in years at this point. Which I think is a good thing. I don't know. I'm no medical expert. Go. Almost done this layer now. There's 1, 2, 3. It's good. Good, good, good. Nope. Still one button. It's that one. Still curious where those mobs spawned. Oh, there's a spot there. Gonna go sleep. Okay, zombie spawned up 102. I'll double check. I think that's the layer I'm working on. No, it's not. So 102 is 5. 102 is like there. Can I see anywhere that would allow it to spawn? Okay, there's one there. And there's just a good chance that it's just a lock in amongst all the leaves with like a big enough hole to allow stuff to spawn. And as I said earlier, that's just not a problem really. It's not like it'll be able to do anything with that. So it's like kind of around here somewhere. Actually, I think I'm getting near to the top now. Configuration. Above. Oh yeah, I'm actually nearly done. Yeah, because they shrink as they go up. That's good to know. That is good to know. Put it back to single layer. It's just easier to work from, to be honest. God, I need to probably go through the Minecraft soundtrack at some point. I have like, I think it's just called the Chill playlist on my Spotify, but it's just a lot of like quieter songs. Pretty sure I already have some of the Minecraft soundtrack in there, to be completely honest, but I obviously listening to it so much recently because of this. I feel like I probably should just add some of them into that playlist. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's more just, will I get off my ass and do that? And the answer is more than likely I won't. Think about it, it's very rare I actually update any of my Spotify playlists. I normally just make a new one. It's probably why my Spotify is such a mess. Yeah, with all this free time, I should probably clean up my Spotify. That would probably be a good use of my time. Who knows? There. My Spotify Wrapped this year was a bit weird. Sir, what are you doing in my tree? Get out. Damn squatters. Hate it when they try to live in my tree. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, my Spotify Wrapped. That was a bit weird this year. I can't remember what the statistics were. Like, it read my age as I think it was 27. I will not comment on if that is my age or not. But I'm not upset. That is what it read me as. Shit. Just realize that. Carpet those. One there. Cool. Go. Those back. Just checking if anyone's actually responded. Oh, I do actually have a ping on Discord. Oh. Okay. No. No, nothing important. Just more, it was just a go live notification for someone else. Here's what most of my pings are anyway. And that, do that. God, it probably sounds really stupid, but I'm very excited to get this done. Well, get the tree built, because then I get to decorate it, make it look pretty, and I'm excited to do that. Because I am a child. And I get joys out of the simpler things in life. That's why I take things seriously. Oh. Be a flower one. Yeah, honestly, the main reason I chose the azalea leaves instead of oak, as I was originally intending, was just because I could have the flowered variants like easily slotted in. And with like oak, I was trying to find like another one to mix it in with, just so it wouldn't be the same the entire time, and I just couldn't find anything I was happy with, so I just went for the easy option. Is that the cow's way out? Sure, why not? But it works, so I am not going to argue with it. Shit. Just gonna get it back to daylight before I do the final check of the layer. Just for my own sake. Totally not using the sleep time to stretch. No, never. It's all lies. There we go, I'm happy with that. Let's see. Let's just start here. To be honest, when I was down there, I probably should double check to see how much, like, how many leaves I had on me. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Thank God I have that button to mute my headset. Should I post this in... Well, when the main tree's done, should I post it in any Discords I'm in? Do you think anyone cares? I might. I don't know. I was speaking to a counsellor the other day about, like, just... like, hollow victories and that. Like, it just kind of feels weird, like when I finish something big and like where you'd normally like celebrate with it, or I don't really get a chance to do that. Like, even like a lot of the shiny hunts I do, like I can imagine, well, nobody would like, nobody knows what I'm actually doing at any given point. Hear movement outside my room. So I never post anything about them. I never post anything about them because I don't think anyone ever really cares. It's not like I have any acquaintances that are like that shiny hunt, so can't imagine most people would give a shit if I'd finished a shiny hunt or not. I need more moss. While I'm here, I'll pick up some more of everything. No. Oh, I already had enough. I already had more moss on me. Couple more stacks of logs. Empty that out. Grab a couple stacks of you. And go get a refreshed stack of cobble. Eee. I've just realised I shouldn't grab that extra thing of cobble, should I? What can I throw out? I can put my food in my offhand. There you go. Problem solved. There. I can put those down. I think the last shiny hunt I ever explicitly mentioned that I was doing was like a shiny Alpha Dratini, which I think I mentioned last stream. I do actually have now. I've just never said anything about it. So I can imagine as far as people are concerned, I'm still going for it. I've just never said anything again. Because I'm still very happy with that shiny Alpha Dratini. I really like shiny shiny Mega Dragonite. I think it is a very well done shiny, and I highly rate it. So getting that was very nice. It's just a shame that it came at the cost of all of my luck for that entire week. Because I'm fairly certain that's the day. No, that's the day before Durin came out on Genshin. And then I lost my 50-50 to Mona, which was disappointing. Well, she's been buffed now, but she was buffed in that same patch. It was just, like, I'm still not using her. So I just don't have any teams to put her in. So, like, yeah, it's just not really that helpful. I mean, it's good because, like, now she is stronger, so she is a better option. It's just, normally when I'm using a Hydro unit, it's for main DPS, or they are just a busted support. Will not name any names on who I'm referring to there. But yeah, just don't tend to need to slot Hydros in anywhere. I think the one Hydro the only Hydro in any team I could probably replace would be Kokomi. But even then, she's there for heals to help with that, like survivability for that team. It just helps as she is also Hydro, so she's able to like help with her reactions with that. It's like I was missing like a healer and a hydro anyway. I think originally I was just using Barbara to fill that slot so I could get Kokomi. It's like it's not really like that slot's super flexible for Mona. Also, I would have to rework most of that team anyway to get Mona's buff active, which wouldn't really work because like, there's no Dendro character that works with her, with Mona to activate the buff. So there would just be no point. And I don't think Razor's that strong in what I'm for reactions. I think he's a physical DPS. It's like, yeah, I just don't think Razor's super good. Also, my Razor isn't leveled up, so I take a ton of resources. I also don't know, I don't actually know what Razor does. $73. Oh, you're there. So my guess is you've just walked up from somewhere around here. Just fair enough, because that means it's not my problem. For now. I will be spawn proofing most of this area later anyway. Still wrong button. Oh, there you go. Let's get that one down, which can put those two down, which lets me get those down. And lets me get all that filled in. Let's go. We're making big moves. If I go there. Where's best to place this one? I think here. Imagine like I get some like extra points if I place as few boxes as I can. Doesn't matter how many I place. in reality. Just being weird about this for some reason. It's always weird because even I don't understand fully why I do something. And then like, with like uni assignments, they expect me to be able to explain my entire thought process behind a decision, when in reality that isn't a thought process, it's just, oh, gut said good idea, I do, it was good idea, kept. And that's like the entire process. Like, they don't want like gut feelings, they want like backed by like theory. But yeah, like most of the time the theories are a load of bullshit anyway. Like, if the theory fits in, it will fit in, and I'll talk about the theory if it fits in. I'm not building something around the theory. So one time I did that, turns out it was terrible. I hated that. Well, I hate that. What I made for that. I even say that in the assignment, like, yeah, no, I just hate this one. Like, I really do not like it. There's like nothing good I can say about it. Because it's like empty, it's bland, it's generic looking. It's just like nothing. It's a nothing burger kind of idea, and it's like all the other scenes where I was just ignoring the theory and I was just doing whatever felt right, I think came out a lot better because I was doing like weirder things. Maybe they don't always land. At those points I should be looking at the theory like, okay, why didn't this land? Where does the theory relate? But in reality, if it doesn't land, I just take a step back and work out where it went wrong and go at it again. If my gut tells me, no, this isn't working, I will listen and I will adapt. I don't sit there and go, you see, Bartol? Mr. Bartol said that achievers like this thing, but adding this thing makes the experience worse for other players. But because because we want to be appealing to as many people as possible and not making niche things, I must keep in the thing that makes the experience worse. Ah, yes. Good philosophy. Keep in thing that make worse, because some guy who's probably never heard of a video game said so. He was talking about like other physical games and that, but like it's just hard to see how it fits together when most of the theory we've been shown. Well, that was like a very theory-heavy module during college, during my foundation degree. It was just, I didn't particularly enjoy that module because yeah, it was just a load of bullshit. That's a psychology module I was talking about earlier. But like, yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy it. Mainly because I just don't understand people to begin with, so there's a reason I haven't picked like psychology-based subjects before. It's just because, yeah, no, there's just an insane hurdle I need to come over first before I can reasonably do well. Otherwise, I'm just going to be challenging like every theory, like why is this a theory kind of idea. Like, I'm confused what they're trying to get at with this, which is how I feel about most of the psychology theory. Because it's either like, why would you do this? Like, why would you subject yourself to this kind of idea? Like with the conditioning, why are you doing that to a dog, you weirdo? Then why are you publishing the results? Granted, I think I've accidentally conditioned my dog. dog to expect treats at 8 o'clock. Because I always come down to give him a treat and he always is like waiting for it. But that's more like me having a routine and me sticking to a routine than me purposely like going out my way to condition my dog for that. It's just very funny that it's happened. It's not like it's hurting anyone. But if I'm not around, someone else will give it to him, so he's still... So it still happens. Should probably be carpeting those real quick. There. This would be the best place. So I can get to there and there. Regular one, flower one. Go those. Oh, I'm out of leaves, okay. Just be sure nothing's spawning up there. Grab a couple more of those just to be sure. Don't think I'll need anything else for the moment, at least. Well, I probably will need to go down again to get more stuff. Honestly, getting to the point where I'm nearly done. I don't think there's any open logs to begin with anyway. Yeah, no, there isn't many locks left, so... there's one. Some more over there. No, is that a flower? No, it's a log. Two there, two there, one there, one there, there. Uh, there you go. Oh, it's starting to come in on itself there. It's exciting. We're nearly at the top. It's not too bad. One there, one there. This one is the most annoying out of this bunch, because I have to do that. Everything looking good. Yes, yes. Good, good. One up. Uh, Oh wait, I think I'm just having like roast chicken breast today for tea. Oh god, it's not gonna be very nice. I really don't like roast chicken. It just tastes like wet toilet paper and it's just disgusting to have. I think that's what I've got today. Yay. You know, maybe I don't need to eat tea today. Is that there? Yes, it was. Cool. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any logs there. Yeah, it's just that with those. It's just gonna be that to get that one in. Oh, did I miss this one? Okay, that's looking pretty good. I did not think about my stood there. Okay, that's looking good, looking good. How am I doing for resources? Pretty good, pretty good. That's still the wrong button. I'm not gonna stop for that, am I? Right, okay, this is starting to get a bit harder to see. But that shan't stop me. Both of those are solid blocks. That one was not a solid block. Let's see. That gives me access to all that. Oh. Okay, looking pretty good. Almost missed that. Yeah, I need more leaves, definitely. I might do what I did the other day and stream a second time later. Obviously, again, I'm undecided. I often just... I make up my plans as I go. It's not like I have anything else to be doing today. There's a chance I might just stream myself for 4 hours trying to get that bloody tyrant. So I need to do that anyway. But again, as I was saying the other day, that just doesn't sound like that interesting of a stream premise. I mean, to be honest, neither does. I'm going to be placing leaves and wood for 3.5 hours. But here I am. I guess if I'm doing it, you're going to be doing it either way. I'll think about it. I'll think about streaming it. Because again, no one's going to watch, so who really cares? Just kind of free to do what I want, so... I mean, there's no downside to me doing it. Okay. Don't think I've got that many more layers now, to be honest. $15, $16. Yeah, it's just 2 more layers. That's pretty exciting. Uh, there we go. 17. Yeah, nothing. If I now, what I can do is I can set it to that. You can see where I've placed all the moss. Oh, I missed one here. That has single-handedly saved the build. That's one of the holes that lets me get in. Here we go. This will work. Oh, hello. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Now what I can do is I can schematic placements, turn that off. Hit that. Could probably go from one of these trees. Maybe here? I'll hit that. I want to be a bit closer, like roughly the same height. If only I had a way to do that. Is it? No. Why is it over there now? Go from the other direction. There you go, like that. Can't really see underneath it at the moment, just because of the shadows. But to be honest, I have an idea. I'm probably going to place some lighting there anyway. To be honest, I think anyone familiar with how I play Minecraft is not going to be surprised that there's a fucking field of charged creepers. So I'm not too worried up. questions involving that, because most people know better by this point than to ask me what the fuck's going on. I do one there. Just giving the payoff to a comment I made earlier. Why I did something. Because I do enjoy things coming full circle. It is a personal favourite narrative trope of mine. There we go. So yeah, I just wanted to make like a little pond in here. That was the main purpose of leaving that unmossed. You can't really see shit in here, but I wonder if you can if it was earlier in the day. Hold on. I'll give it a minute. Oh, come on. I could probably put a lot of this away now, just so I'm not carrying it in my pockets. Leave the moss for the moment. Because the idea is to have like probably a couple of rings of moss with lighting underneath. I also need to go grab some dirt at some point. Something else I need to... Well, I know where to go get the dirt, I should say. I just need to go get it. Like, I want to... So I'm not sure how I want to do this exactly, but I'm planning on doing some form of like circle around here, so then it's moss up till that. Maybe not, maybe I just do like path blocks. Oh my god, it's so hard to see. I've missed. I just rocket jump. There you go. That worked. Is that going to get bright enough? I generally don't know if that's going to get bright enough. Working with shaders is always so weird. Maybe over here looks like it's getting bright enough. Do you think? It's my chest plate. that. I'll work out what to do with those screenshots later. Probably putting in some like lighting in here might be helpful in the long run. I don't know, I'll figure that out later. Also, gives me a nice little place to park all around, so... Good build, good build. I'm happy with it. No, I'm gonna jump down. I forgot to activate the wings, but it's only because I have to keep running around there for like hours if I'm not stopped, so I'm gonna stop myself. So yeah, that'll probably be it for now. I might go live later, I might not, who knows. Certainly not me. Stand there as I'm doing this. But yeah, thanks for watching. Obviously if you enjoyed, make sure you followed. If you're already following, then good, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Have a nice rest of the afternoon. Bye bye.